Welcome back to consecutive day 805 of a Diary of a Runpreneur. Please remember that this is part of a fundraiser, which is my mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. So check the link in the comments below to find out more how you can support it, but do give this a subscribe and a share, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. Thanks for your support, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 805 of a Diary of a Runpreneur. So it's a Sunday evening. Last 24 hours have been, I suppose, a little bit crazy. I spent the day at the beach yesterday with the kids and the family and my parents, which was lovely. I then had to scoot across to Luton from Heacham or Hunstanton on the Norfolk coast, which is a good solid 2.5 hour drive to pick my brother-in-law up from the airport, as he was just coming back from his holiday in Gran Canaria. He was there with us, but he arrived after us and stayed a few days after we left. And then today, after getting home pretty late, it was just a chilled day with the kids, and it's quite a good fun day actually. And I bought my eldest son Leo is just about to start secondary school, and I always said that when each child reaches secondary school, that will be the age that I start a business with my children, and each of them, as they get into secondary school. And I'll put some money in, and I'll support them and help them understand it. And it's highly likely that the business will fail, but I think as long as the money in is sensible, I'm not going to be putting thousands and tens of thousands of money into an 11-year-old's business. But I'll certainly listen to them and try and guide them and help them, and almost teach them as they fail. You never know, he might not fail, he might prove me incredibly wrong. But part of this education has been to give them some business basics, and I bought a couple of educational board games from America, and one thing I noticed is how hard it is to find educational business-based board games in the UK. So much so I had to get them shipped over from the US. And one of them is called Cash Flow for Kids, which is Rich Dad Poor Dad's version of the cash flow board game for kids. And the general premise is it teaches them about assets and liabilities and an income statement. So difference between salaried or earned income as opposed to passive income, and also to understand the different types of asset class you can have, mainly being real estate, business ownership, and stocks and shares, and also understanding liabilities, as in mortgage liability, credit card debt, and personal loan. And what's a really cool part of it is they have to lay out their own financial statement, which is really cool, seeing them kind of work it out, and then them understanding that, oh yeah, I get this money every month, but then having to pay X% of it to expenses, and then understanding that that's earned income, and their objective to win the game is to create passive income. So it's really cool. If you're a fan of Rich Dad Poor Dad, the game is brilliant for kids. And my 7-year-old won today, so him and the 9-year-old and the 11-year-old, I will be buying the advanced version once we've had a few months of playing this version, so that they can kind of take it to the next level and understand that you can buy and sell stocks and shares and stuff like that as well. So really, really cool experience for them to learn. And the second game was a game called Ice Cream Empires. And again, very simple concept. It's based on a map of the USA. You basically can buy ice cream, tons of ice cream, to sell out of your van. And you can sell at different price points depending on different seasons, etc. And the price fluctuates. So it's teaching you about the buying and selling, buying low on your stock, selling high to make a profit, and then when you've made a profit, expanding your empire by buying stores and chains of stores, which you can get kind of multiplier bonuses on your sales. And the objective is to get 8 stores and over £3,000 of profit to win the game. And again, really cool game. And together, they really kind of give the kids a really good understanding. And it then dawned on me that there's a reason there's not a lot of educational material like this. And Rich Dad Poor Dad books always explain this, but the government is a little bit corrupt. The education system is heavily outdated, and the government need the education system to push people through into getting stable careers and professions which go towards, going towards society, helping society run, paying taxes. They don't want people to be entrepreneurs who can mitigate their tax liability, who can, I think they do to a degree because, small business and business ownership can drive the economy. But ultimately, the government needs taxpayers, it needs employees, it needs professions like doctors, lawyers, these things that are so important to keeping the country moving forwards. And I think that's why the education system is so focused on, go work hard and learn a skill or a trade and have that as your career for the rest of your life, pay your taxes, contribute to government, etc. And it's really interesting when you're trying to find educational materials for your children that you come up against that. So so I've been playing those 2 games over the last 24 hours. The kids have loved it, which is brilliant. I've loved it, and I think it's going to be the first of many games. Finally, I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave the next part to tomorrow's vlog because I've had a bit of a fallout with my business partner over the weekend, and to the extent where it was starting to affect the weekend, and I'll digest it a little bit more before I go into it tomorrow. There's nothing major and it will be sorted out, but there's a few things that I've understood about things that I'd like to kind of clarify with myself, and I think tomorrow's vlog will be a perfect opportunity to do that, so I'll leave it till tomorrow. But anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about today. So please remember that this vlog is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is a fundraiser to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. So do give this a subscribe and a share, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. Thanks for your support as always. Stay positive, stay happy. I'll see you again tomorrow.